I know that they have credit cards, and I know that they have people that that still owe them some money from somewhere. Maybe if you got a collection from Carson's, you might want to file a dispute at this point, because who knows where their records are, if they'll get back to them in time. All of those kinds of things may work out in your favor to get it off. So let's say you go ahead and do that. You go ahead, you send in you fill in your dispute. It comes back. It's not to your satisfaction. They said nope. They verified that it's you. You owe this money, or you were late, or whatever it is. You don't get it. You don't get the satisfaction that you need. Now you've got a company that you work with. You still owe them money. It's a good open account. You're back and forth with them. You just had one late payment. Then what you're gonna do? You're gonna send them a goodwill letter. So this is you asking them, hey, I know I messed up that time, that month, maybe for 2 months in a row, but here was my issue. Make it short and sweet. Here was my issue. That issue has been corrected. I love my credit, and I want you guys to help me out. And I'm not asking you to refund the late payment that I paid. I'm asking that you remove that late payment from my credit report. Some places will absolutely do that for you. Some places are more sticklers. They won't do that for you. But it's called a goodwill letter, and it's worth doing. Costs you the postage stamp to do it. And then some places you can even call if you feel comfortable doing that as well. You can just go ahead and give them a ring and say, hey, here's what the deal is, and I like for you to remove that from my credit report. If they do that for you, it's going to do wonders for you. If you have a lot of late payments from a lot of different places and you get half of them or 80% of them removed, you can see your credit score go up significantly. So make sure that you go ahead and you do that. All right, so it's halfway through the show. It's time for the question of the day. Before I do that, I'm going to throw a couple more shout outs out there. Nikki Pitts celebrated her birthday. She's the international travel chick, Nikki Pitts. So she celebrated her birthday. Happy birthday to you. Joyce Bailey, she celebrated a birthday a week or so ago. So I got to say happy birthday to her. Keita Agnew, she celebrated her birthday. I know Keita went to Memphis to kick it. So happy birthday to you, Keita, for your birthday. Darren Collier, who is an Alpha Chapter brother of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. He celebrated a birthday last week, so happy birthday to you, Darren. Also, Francine Bergens, Minister Francine Bergens, she celebrated a birthday, so happy birthday to you as well. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into our question of the day. So, if you have a question, let me tell you guys, if you got a question you want answered on the show, or just a question that you want answered from me, I need you to go ahead and send me your question. So you can email me at 800@creditscoreman.com. That's 800@creditscoreman.com. You can email me your questions. I'll answer it right back to you, and then you may be part of the 800 Credit Score Man show, because it might be on the show. So go ahead and send that to me, or any of my social media sites. You can contact me on Instagram or on Facebook as 800 Credit Score Man. On Twitter, I'm at Credit Score _man on Twitter. So you can contact me at any one of those places. You can ask a question, and again, it might be on the show. If you send me an email or anything like that about a question you want to be on the show, your name, and I need to know where you're from. What state are you from? I don't need to know what city necessarily, but what state, because that's what we're going to do on the show. So this particular question comes from Dondre. He is in South Carolina. So his question really was, and I don't even have it pulled up. So his question really was about, had I done a show about business credit for people that own businesses? And my reply back to him was, no, I have not done a show about that, but it actually is on my radar and has been for quite some time to kind of do a show around that. So here's what he said. Have you ever done a podcast on how business credit works for those of us who have businesses, especially done in Bradstreet, et cetera, et cetera? So he asked that question. So no, I have not done one, but what I decided to do is take Dondre's question and give us a brief overview in the question of the day for about people, about how your business credit will. So as it goes with business credit, basically business credit pretty much works like your personal credit does if you have a business. It doesn't run 350 to 800 300 to 850 like your personal credit score does, and it's called a PADEX. It's called a PADEX number. That's P as in Paul, AYD as in Dexter, EX as in X-ray. So a PADEX number, and that number actually runs from 0 to 100 when you have your own business. So what do you need? You need an EIN. That's your tax ID number. So you got a business, you got a name, you registered. It's an LLC, it's an S corp, whatever it is. You've registered with the IRS. You've gotten your EIN number. That's your tax ID number. That's like your Social Security number for your business. So you have that number. So you need that number to even start to generate anything. In addition to that, to start a PADEX number, and of course, 0 is the lower end, the worst credit, if you will, for your business. And then 100 would be the better end, you have better business credit. So you have those things. And then you got to have your EIN number. So then also, you got to have at least 3 lines of credit for you to start generating a number. So you got to go find 3 lines of credit somewhere. It's actually not as hard as you think it is to find somebody that will give your business, even if it's brand new, some kind of credit somewhere. Whether it's a gas station with a gas card, whether it's a place, an office supply place where you can get a credit card or whatnot. It's actually not as hard as you think it would. And then once that happens, of course, the credit card companies that deal with business credit cards, they may be contacting you as well, sending you things in the mail for you to apply for some credit, like a corporate card for your own corporation. So you need at least 3 lines of credit to even start to generate your PADEX number. Now, the reporting agencies. So when you're doing your personal credit, it's TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. The reporting agencies for your business credit are Dun & Bradstreet. Yes, that's Dun & Bradstreet. That's one company. Experian has a Experian IntelliScore. They calculate a business credit number, and then Equifax has one as well for your business. So those are places where you can where you would see what your business credit looks like, what's on there. If you got a Capital One card, and you got a Staples card, and you got a Exxon Mobil card, or whatever it is, or if you've got credit with a supplier, who knows what you're doing. So you got, you supply toilet tissue to hospitals. So is that what you do? And you have some credit from the toilet tissue manufacturer. Those kinds of things will be reported on your business credit report, if you will. And so if you already have a business, if you already have one, not only, you can get your credit report, your business credit report from those 3 places, Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, IntelliScore, and Equifax, but there's some free places, kind of like with, Credit Karma for your personal credit, some free places where you can get your credit score as well. And that's NAV. It's NAV, so Nancy, Alpha, Victor, NAV. You can get it from there. Scorely, Scorely, Scorely. You can get it from there. Credit.net, Credit Safe, and Credit Signal. So you can get it from there for all you people that have a business, had a business, you want to check and see what it looked like, before, what have you. When you're starting a business, you want to see if you have anything, any blemishes or anything on your business credit report. Those are places that you can go to check that out. So I want you guys to thank Dondre for even putting this back on my radar. I will do an entire show and go over business credit sometime in the near future. I'll be doing an entire show on that, and thank Dondre for putting that back on my radar. So Dondre from South Carolina, you are officially a part of the 800 Credit Score Man Show family. Thank you so very much for sending in your questions, and as I said to each and every one of you, contact me. 800@creditscoreman.com. 800@creditscoreman.com. That's 800@creditscoreman.com. Send me your questions, and hopefully you'll get it answered on the show. All right, so let's jump back into the show. We almost out of here. Might be under 30 minutes today, for real, for the first time in who knows how long. So let me throw out some more shout outs right quick. So Corlin Kilpatrick, former Polemark of North Central Province of Cap South Attorney Incorporated. He celebrated a birthday. Phil Raspberry celebrated a birthday. The beautiful Kim Holmes celebrated a birthday as well. So happy birthday to you. And today, I gotta shout out these people celebrate their birthdays today. That's Sharetta Riley celebrates her birthday, so happy birthday to you, Sharetta. And I gotta say happy birthday to Erica Meadows. She celebrates her birthday today as well, so happy birthday. And then I gotta give a shout out to Billy Payne as well. I don't know if her birthday is today, but it's surrounding today, so I know she's going to be doing something for herself for her birthday today. So happy birthday to you, Billy Payne. And Terrence D celebrated a birthday last week. Terrence, if I knew how to pronounce your last name, I would actually pronounce it, and I don't. So I'm going to give you Terrence D. You know who you are. So thank you for listening, Terrence. I appreciate it. Happy birthday to you as well. All right, so let me jump back into this last thing I want to tell you about when you want to improve your credit, to restore your credit. All right, now we've dealt with some of that stuff. Here's what we're going to do. A lot of times people got collection issues. That's what's pulling down your credit report. So in your credit score. So we're going to talk about collections. If you've got to deal with them in some way. So when you went through your credit report and you found that section and you looked at the 3 or 4 collections that you have, or just the one collection that you have, if you have one collection, then you need to do everything in your power to get that one collection off. It would do wonders for your credit report if you get that collection off. Then you won't have any blemishes at all on your credit report. So you should make that your life mission at some point to get that collection off. So if you've got collections, here's what you want to do. First thing, dispute it. Go ahead, file a dispute, see what happens. Maybe you get lucky, maybe you don't, but file a dispute. If it's unsuccessful, then it's time to make a plan to contact the collection agency. So you're going to do that. First thing you want to do, you want to ask them to have it removed. The only thing that's going to help your credit score when it comes to a collection is to have it removed. So if they say, yeah, sure, you owe us $500, pay us $499, and thank you very much, that's not good enough. That's not good enough for you. It's not going to help you. Yep, you finally paid that obligation. Congratulations, but it's not going to do anything for your credit score. And it's going to stay on your credit report for an additional 7 years. So you pay that bad boy today, September the 1st, then you got 7 years from today till it comes off your credit report. Even though it'll show paid, you've got that time till it comes off your credit report. So the first thing you want to do is want to make sure that you're telling them that you want to have it removed. And you got to watch for the verbiage that they use. You want to watch for the slickness, because they'll say, yeah, we're going to accurately update your credit report. That's not the same thing. Accurately updating your credit report is saying that, yes, this person paid us on September the 1st, and now they have a zero balance. That's not what you're asking for. You need to have it removed from your credit report. Secondly, you want to reduce the amount that you owe them. So maybe you want to do that. You know, I'm a very big proponent of that, because I know, since I know, you know, that the collection agencies don't pay what you owe. So you owe XYZ company $600. The collection agency doesn't pay your XYZ company $600. They pay XYZ company $100. Let's say, for an example. So you owe $600, and anything they collect over $100 is their profit, right? That's how it works. So you want to see about getting a reduction in whatever the amount is that you owe them. And then after you've made your arrangements, you made sure that they said they're going to remove it, maybe you got that reduction off, then you want to pay it all in one lump sum, or you can even make arrangements to pay it on a monthly basis until it's gone. So if you follow me, at the end of the quarter, at the end of each quarter of the year is an ideal time to make these offers. If you listen to me at all, I'm telling you, it's a good time. So it's not just, yep, I got a collection, let me pay it. I have this, let me do it. There is strategy when it comes to some of these things, because it helps you tremendously. You may get more money off if you do it at the end of a quarter. This is September, the last month of a quarter. So what do you want to do? You want to contact them. It's the end of the third quarter, of the year. So you want to contact them this month, and you want to do it a little later in the month. put a little pressure on them to take that money from you right now to get it done. So you want to contact them around the 21st, 22nd, maybe even the 25th of the month, and contact them so maybe you can get a reduction in how much money you owe them. I'll tell you right now, you owe somebody $1,200 and then you get them to take $800, you saved yourself $400.